here is a moon and stars pointer watch from a company called Gadyson or Gadyson. Not really sure how to pronounce it. But this is another Temu watch. Super cheap. Talking at this point, you could pick this thing up for under $8. It seems to be. I think it was like $7 and change last time I looked, but you'll find it in various places from AliExpress to Temu to eBay, ranging up to like $30 and more. So there's and they're all the same, so there's no reason to pay more. But it's an interesting watch. It's been out for a little bit at this point. I haven't really seen anything else like it, although there are several versions of it in terms of the look and feel and colors and stuff. Like this one's a little more of a black look, and the face of the watch, some of them aren't as sparkly. You can kind of see as I move it around, there's some like sparkles in there in the universe, and some of the other ones like are just really poorly done. So there are some different quality versions of this. This did come with a mesh stainless steel band that I just thought looked so bad. It's a 20 millimeter band. I had one laying around that's just like a black leather, so I just swapped it because I just thought it looked so tacky with that stainless steel, and it was already like starting to stretch and not fit on my arm the right way. The clasp and everything that it came with was just awful. So that was the first thing I did. That's the only difference there. As far as the watch itself, I mean, it boasts a quartz movement. Everyone knows that. It's very reliable. It's an affordable. It's in battery powered, right? So you'll find that in all the cheaper watches, and certainly not as prestigious as an automatic movement, but it's not the type of watch this is. So it's pretty dependable from that point so far. It also has like a 3 ATM water resistance. So, I mean, that's like not great, right? That means it can like take a splash maybe and some light rain. Wouldn't go in the shower with this thing. Wouldn't go, obviously not going to go swimming or anything like that. But I guess if you like got some rain on it, very light rain, it should be okay, but it's not made to go in the water. It's weird, this watch, as you look at it, you'll see that it's got some interesting things going on in the dial, and you're like, how do I even read this? But it does use like these celestial pointers for the hours, the minutes, and the seconds. And it takes a little bit of time, like some initial practice, to understand exactly what's going on here. But I'll get to that in a second, but it's definitely like a good conversation, starting, good conversation piece to start with, especially if someone's like asking you for the time. But we'll take a look at that in a little bit. As far as the other specs of it, it's a 40 millimeter dial. So that's pretty good. It's going to sit comfortably on most like men's wrists. Again, it comes with that 20 millimeter stainless steel band that I already swapped. The case itself is just like some type of alloy. It's surprisingly sturdy though. Like it doesn't feel like I can just break this thing. It's some type of, mineral glass or just like regular plastic, though it feels like more like a glass on the watch face. So it should be okay. I've worn it a couple times, and it's bumped into some things and hasn't just like scratched or anything like that. It has that date window as well, which is a nice, extra touch there. And that's really, I would say, most of what we know on the specs of it. It's very lightweight. Mine happens to have luminous hands. I don't think they all do, but it does glow a little at night. Very weak though, like really weak. It's almost like, a faint glow. But again, for the price and everything, it's, you're getting more than I think you would get in most. But, you have to think about also the unconventional timekeeping of this, so it takes some time getting used to. So let's look at the actual timekeeping. Okay, so just as a quick sort of 360 view of the watch here. Back is a steel watch. Doesn't say stainless, just says steel. Okay. So the way the watch is reading right now, it's not, once you know how to read it and set it, it's not a big deal. It's just confusing at first, but you'll see that the two crescent hands, you have two, the shorter one's at 2, and it's a little, what is it, a 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. So you would say it's 208. And you'll see the middle wheels continuously going. That's the seconds. And the hands are really long, right? You could see that they each have a star at the other end of them. And those correspond, depending on what time of day it is, if it's in the morning or night. So we'll move, and you could see I'm moving this hand, and now you would read right off that if we were at 205, 210, 215, the moon goes away, and now you're looking at the star. So as soon as they're both at 15, you're really going to move over to the left where the star is right here, and now you continue on 15, 20, 25, 34. You get the picture there, and that's how this hand works. It's reading the minutes in 5 increments. And then inside, you could see that we switched off in the smallest hand here where we were at 2 before. That'll continue to go as well. So 2, 3, and now we're going to switch over and continue where the star is on the inside here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on. And that's really how this watch works. To move the date, and I just pulled the crown out all the way to do this. I can push it in one click. Should be able to adjust the date wheel. There we go. Might have lost it for a second. There we go. So really easy to use and set. And again, that wheel is always ticking along. Yeah, so here it is just on my wrist. Lays very flat, lightweight. And overall, again, cheap watch. Get a lot for what you're paying here. And if you just want something you don't have to worry about, that's unique and people are going to ask questions about, and just something to tinker with, this is for you. Thanks.